Hello guys, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about something important. Yes, how to run a masterclass, which is basically how you can earn a little bit of money on the internet. Okay, how do you run a first? What is a masterclass? Well, a masterclass is basically a course. You could call it that. It's just a course. You are running something where you teach people a particular skill. How do you actually run it? How do you build one? Because you can do it in a couple of ways. You can actually build a masterclass on a website, or you could run a masterclass on any social media platform. And of course, the cheaper one is running it on a social media platform, which is what I am going to be talking about today. So, what do you do first? Firstly, the first thing you should do whenever you want to run a masterclass is to pick a particular skill that you want to teach. It could be anything that you've done your whole life. It could be something that you've been learning. It could be, whatever it is. If your parents used to force you to go to piano classes when you were younger, I mean, that's something that you could teach people. If you know how to cook, you could give people recipes. If you know how to trade, forex trading, yes, you could teach people how to trade. If you're a designer, you could teach people how to design. If you're a network marketer, you could run courses on that. If you can read and write, yeah, literally there are people on the internet who do not know how to read and write. I bet you've seen a lot of them, and I'm not making a mockery of anyone, but there are people who don't feel, okay, like being like that. So it's your place to come out and be like, okay, fine, I could, teach a couple of you. If you can find enough people, you can teach them how to read and write. You could teach basic subjects in school. Yeah, if you're good in a particular subject, you could run a course or a master class for that. So that's just it. The first thing is to pick a particular skill set that you're good at, and you're able to transcend that information into other people's minds, because just having the skill is not enough. You must be able to teach it to other people. That's the only way you're going to earn anything, if you can actually teach people. Okay, the next thing you should be worried about is what platform you're going to be choosing. There's a couple of ways you could do this, but I always think WhatsApp or Telegram is the best way. WhatsApp being actually the best, but Telegram is also okay because Telegram is wider and you could get more people. But WhatsApp is okay because of the communication and the fact that it has statuses, so you could get more people into the group, friends of friends and stuff like that. And so I always prefer WhatsApp, but Telegram is also good. The other social media platforms not so much, because they're not messaging apps. They're more social. Okay, the next thing that you should be worried about is the copywriting. Now, what do I mean by copywriting? Copywriting is simply writing that sells. Anything that sells. Are you able to encourage people to attend your classes? How do you do that? It's just a tiny little skill that you need, which is very important. Oh, that's also a skill that you could teach if you already know how to do it. So, but it's something that you can just Google and learn how to do it. Just very basic stuff. How do you entice people to attend your classes? How do you make them want to study what you have in mind? So how do you convince someone that this is something that they might be interested in? How do you do that? Now that's where copywriting comes into play. You need to be able to sell yourself, just market with words. So copywriting is very essential. The next thing you should be worried about is the implementation of the masterclass. How are you going to actually do it? Once you've had the skill, you have the copying, you have the platform. How do you do it? Now I'm going to be taking WhatsApp as an example. And I'm also going to take Telegram a little bit later. So for WhatsApp, well, WhatsApp is quite easy. All you need is to get people into the group, your close friends, family, by placing it on your status, people get in. And anybody who gets into your group, you tell them that they should, promote what you're selling, what you're giving out. Don't use the word selling yet. What you're giving out, by putting it on their status so that other people can come in, and you keep doing that until you grow the group to a suitable amount that you like. But of course, people are going to be coming in and leaving if you're not doing anything inside the group. So you have to be, just keeping it enticed, just showing them your product, showing them the skill, what is it can accomplish, how can it help them, just stuff like that. Because At the first stage of the classes thing, you need to give a lot of free information, and that's just it. People are not going to be encouraged if they don't find valuable information for free. So you have to give them something free. And when you get a substantial amount of people into your group, the next thing you should be worried about is actually teaching them. So you're going to have to schedule a timetable as to how you're going to teach them. If you're a designer, you have a couple of things that you're going to teach. If you're a trader, you can give them basic information: what is the foreign exchange market, what is trading, what are stop losses, take profits, yeah, all of those things. Just basic, tiny little things like that, tiny details, which is information that they can find anywhere on the internet, but they're lazy, so they don't want to go out there and actually search for it. So your job as the mentor or the teacher or whatever is to bring that information to them. Once you've done that and they find value from it, now you can move on to the next stage. So you can run like for 1-2 weeks just free. You're giving them out all of this information, PDFs and all whatnot, videos and all of that, and then you can move on to the next week or the next 2 weeks where you actually start charging for people who want to learn more. Obviously not everyone's going to be interested. Some people will choose not to, and that's fine, as long as you get a substantial amount of people and you charge, depending on you, whatever you feel like charging, and depending on what you're teaching also, whatever you feel like charging, you're free to charge. Whatever you want to, it's all on you. You're going to you know your market. When you're marketing and people don't, so you could reduce a little just to get more people. It's a monopolistic thing. You can't really control the price and the quantity at the same time. You can get a lot of people if you charge really low, and you can get if you charge really high, you're going to get a very limited amount of people. So it's left to you to find your balance. You cannot control the two things. You have to find balance, okay? And that's just it. That's how you run a masterclass. I don't know. I will be running one soon enough, and I will let you guys know. Oh, I was supposed to talk about Telegram. I'm sorry. Okay, Telegram. How do you run a masterclass on Telegram? Well, it's very complicated because here you need to get people from other platforms. You hardly see people on Telegram to put them in your Telegram channel or group or whatever. You actually need to get people from other platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and this is greater potential because you can have more people, right? You can have more people in your channel. But now the problem is you actually have to pay for this, and it's good. It's good because if you pay, one, you're not paying Telegram, of course. You're paying Facebook if you want to advertise whatever it is you want to advertise. You're paying promotions, that is, you give to people on other social media platforms, influencers. You pay them so that they can get people into your group. You're going to go around. If you go around, you see a lot of people with forex courses, people with designing classes. Those are the two examples I'm using more often because those are the things that I see quite a lot. And so when you pay people, they get into your group. Yeah, from there you move on to the implementation stage. Same thing, bring information for a while, schedule out your classes, and then boom, charge, just like that. It's basic knowledge. And if you go good at anything, you could try it out. And if you are finding difficulties, just let me know. I could help you. I could help you run your classes for you. I wouldn't be teaching, of course. I'll just be there so that you are doing the right thing. Okay, I will see you guys next time, not very far from now. Happy holidays, by the way. Happy holidays.